Now at noon, heartbreaking news. One person is dead, at least a dozen injured after a tour bus plunges 50 feet into a ravine. That bus heading back to Channelview from a trip in Florida. We have live coverage from Texas to Alabama this afternoon as we follow this story. That wreck happened in South Alabama in this early morning. Good afternoon, I'm Grace White. The bus filled with students from Channelview plummeted into a ravine, killing the driver. This is on Interstate 10 between Mobile, Alabama and Pensacola, Florida. But we start with Michelle Choi in Channelview. Michelle, you spoke with family.
I did, Grace. You know, we spoke with Josh Torres, a former student here at Channelview High School. Now, his 17-year-old sister was involved in that bus crash. And the person who told him, none other than his younger brother, who happened to be in the other bus that was headed here today. Now, he shared this picture of his sister with us earlier. That young lady in the middle is 17-year-old Bianca Torres. The boy to the right is his younger brother Ryan. Both were part of the Channelview High School band group that took a trip to Disney World to perform and were headed back here today when that horrific crash happened. A crash that sent Bianca apparently flying over 4 seats. Josh says fortunately, because she was seated towards the back, she's okay other than some bruising around her knee. But at first his family wasn't able to get a hold of her, and those moments, as you can imagine, were absolutely terrifying.
We were just feeling hopeless. I was afraid that my sister had died. We didn't know what was going to happen. We couldn't even get into contact with anybody.
They, of course, did eventually get in touch with her when she managed to call on her cell phone. Now, Josh says despite being in such a scary situation, his sister was helping people get out of the bus during all of this. Now, Bianca was taken to a hospital in Daphne, Alabama. Her parents are actually headed over there right now. They, of course, feeling very fortunate that she's going to be all right. We're also hearing that the other bus that Josh's younger brother was on is actually headed this way and will be here later this afternoon. Grace, back to you.
Okay, thanks, Michelle. We continue our team coverage now with Brandy Smith. She's in the studio with more from the tour bus company as well as reaction online. Brandy, what are you seeing?
Well, Grace, first thing, First Class Tours released a statement mid-morning acknowledging that one of its buses was involved in the crash. That statement says, in part, our prayers are with the injured and their families at this time. The company also pledged to work with investigators and release more updates as information is appropriate. And I want to show you something. Take a look at this. Just yesterday, the band updated its Facebook page with this cover photo of everyone in Orlando, and hundreds of people have shared it. 411, more than 500 people have commented on it at this point. Now, Jennifer, she sums it up. She says this is the worst nightmare for a parent. And Annette thinks she saw this group on Saturday. She calls them such young or talented young people. People are sending thoughts and prayers from all over the country, like Jenny in California and Ellen here from South Carolina. Lisa says she's a band mom in Mobile, so she knows what a family unit a band becomes. She says, may you all come through this. Jennifer, another band mom, she says she is keeping the Channelview band family close to her heart. Andy's doing one better. He's in Pensacola, where some of those kids are being treated. He says, if anyone from Texas needs help with food, whatever needed, he is there. And then I just saw another post a little bit ago that says, I hope it will give Channelview residents some peace to know this horrific accident happened in a loving community. Your family and your children will be taken care of as best we can until you get here. Of course, we here at KHOU, like everyone else, hope they recover quickly. Grace.
Thanks, Brandy. Our prayers are with those students. We will continue to follow this story throughout the day, and we'll have live reports from Alabama and Florida. You can find more information on our website, KHOU.com.